Wow, I didn't have my mic on. I haven't had my mic on this whole time. Um, okay, well, now I sound like a crazy person. Adam, I'm sorry. Thank you for bearing with me. To the other person who is watching, hey, why didn't you tell me? It's okay. If you see that happen, just yell at me. But regardless. Anyway, now that we've established that. Um, just kind of pondering it. Yeah, it's great to be working with you here, Adam. Thank you, my savior, my sud, my boy, my only one, Sadawi, Adam Sadawi. Thanks for stopping in, Adam. Hope your day's been going okay. Okay. Larger, larger, larger. Cool. We all got this. Is that gonna be a seam? I feel like that does need to be a seam. No, why does that? Oh, that's why. Okay. Oh wait. Yeah. All right. Okay. You know, I'm kind of glad because I was kind of ranting there about some other stuff, but that's okay. That's all good. All right, marking a seam. Yeah, that's gonna need to be a seam. You don't want to. You don't want to set out doing, making a whole lot of these if you don't have to. But like, honestly, best to get ahead if you can. Okay, so how would that work? As I feel like the mesh would just get, like the texture would get distorted here. Well, I don't know. Let's try evening that out. Just see how that goes. I think that'll work a little better. I think we're going to need to introduce that curve back, though, which is kind of like, Oop. Homeboy here. Just use smooth vertices. Alright. You know what? Yeah, I'll take it. Let's see here. What else? What else? Okay, well now I have this stupid module I forgot to delete, so I guess we're living with that now. Well, let's at least mark it off. Hello? Hello? Okay, there we go. Why didn't that get marked as a seam? Whatever. Just more for us to do. Okay. Yep. Yeah. Okay, well. Any space experts out there? Any space heads? Do you see any benefit in having like a rear launching missile launcher here? Cause like, I don't know. I don't know about a missile launcher. Like maybe a flare launcher, but like it's all three-dimensional space anyways. It's like you're going like this. Like you're moving like this in space. I don't know. Let me know. I'm not sure what to do with this thing yet. So it's either going to be a flare launcher or some sort of bonkers backward missile launcher at this point. So hit me up. What else? Well, we might as well think about where we want to put our guns. Um, So yes, I'm putting guns on a starfighter, which is basically just a big chunk of metal flying around in space. And yes, a drone would be more efficient. And really, it's all kind of flaccid in the in the face of big ships shooting lasers at each other from miles away from each other. But that wouldn't be fun, and I like fun, so we're gonna have fun, and we're gonna put I don't what would you call guns on a fighter craft, like a close quarters combat weapon? No, that's I don't know about CQC, but I feel like not point defense either. I don't know. If there's any military heads in the house? So to give you some context there, Adam, to sort of what this guy's doing. So this is like right now I'm sort of intending this to be like frontline interceptor sort of craft. So I'm thinking there's going to be like rail guns or like a rail cannon. Yeah, you know what? Maybe eventually mounted rail cannon would be cool. Actually, yeah, that'd be pretty sweet. So, I mean, they're doing some zooming just because it is, kind of fun to do that. But also, it is taking advantage of the fact of, Newtonian physics. So, like, these engines actually move up and around as needed. I think they're going to get to just about here just due to engineering constraints. And then actually, I think on top of these, or rather on the bottom part and on the top part, there's going to be thruster outputs that basically, if they put the thing like this, then at that point, they have, lighter thrusters that can be used for more sort of delicate maneuvers. And it can, let's look at it practically. Yeah, kind of like that. So I don't know. Basically, long and short of it, it's designed to take full advantage of space, and I'm not sure if I can get these to like twist in. I guess that'd be the z-axis. I basically I'd have to kind of rework some things, and either figure out how to hide this part better, or like really get into some intricate machinery, and I'm just not sure if I'm there yet. Technically capable of doing that yet. But that's okay. We're going to just keep learning, and we're going to see what comes out. Anyway, let's do that. Okay. Kind of like that. Okay, so let's just do that. So, alright. So my hope is when we add those sharpened edges, we can go ahead and just like do a quick subdivision surface. I want it simpler than that. Yeah, that's what I want. Actually, yeah, that's sort of getting there. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so this is definitely going to need to be more defined though. It's kind of like keyed out here. Adam, I don't know if I talked about it. What do you think about the concept of vertical missile launchers up here? Kind of like, let's do an old favorite here. Good old Wikipedia. Vertical launch system. One of these boys, but smaller in this case. Something like this. And the doors open. And then you get your missiles in. Thing is, like, they have to be loaded like that, and I don't see that being very, like, efficient in space. Although, I guess if you're working on things and there's no gravity anyway. I don't know, dude. It looked cool, but it's like, oh, God. Like, at that point, then you have to figure out, like, okay. Well, there wouldn't be particles in space, would there? Correct me if I'm wrong, but no oxygen, no fire? I don't know. Who says they're even like, chemical rockets? Look at all those ships with VLSs. There's a Soviet missile cruiser firing their VLS. God, they've always been like smoky looking. Everything the Russians make looks like smoke. And where there's smoke, there's fire. That's the thing. Spaceships are really more like submarines than anything else because it's like you have to protect the bridge. The bridge can't just be sticking out up the top. Yeah, like design wise, like the things are really compact and they're basically just big missile boats. Like they're basically just barges that are stealthy. They're stealth barges. But, that's that. So, basically, that's something that we have to consider, but not necessarily something that needs to be like, the law. You disobeyed the law. Law. That's a famous film with Sylvester Stallone. Yes, Dolan, Stallone. Okay. That's not bad. Kind of cool. So, for those who missed it, I think I'm also going to make the cockpit kind of armored up on the outside. And I don't know about glass. Space heads out there. Glass cockpits. Garmfield. But, that's life. Okay, we're just gonna try this and just see how it looks. I know I was really talking up the whole like armored in cockpit, Legend of the Galactic Heroes, like functional spaceship or functional spacecraft. But I don't know. Let's just sort of see what happens when we do this. You can't really see it there. We'd have to extrude it. So width, maybe? Yep, those neighbors are up to something again. I don't know. All I know is it's just loud outside. Harden those normals. Yeah, those normals are hard. I'm kidding. It's a joke. I don't know what that is. By the way, I will click around at things and just see what they do right now, just because I am so new at this whole thing. So just be aware, and please forgive me. And also, thanks. Thanks for dealing with this. Okay. So that kind of works. Projects only wouldn't work. So the sharp would give us triangles, which I'm trying to avoid. Crap. It's gonna have to be offset. Offset's just looking better here. It looks like it's the proper choice for this application. Trying to avoid those triangles and irregular polygons. Actually, it looks like I am. Color me surprised. Pleasantly surprised. That's not what I wanted. It's all digital anyway, so it's almost just like this is just a luxury. But I don't know. I am just a man who likes spaceships. In any case, though, I think I figured out where we're going to stick the kind of forward gun. And we're actually going to make it, I think, have more utility in this here spaceship combat. Now, that's sort of the justification I've given for like, space fighter craft in the planet universe is like, when the big ships are slugging it out, sometimes it takes a brave soul to kind of just jump in there, screaming along in their tiny little, well, comparatively tiny little starcraft, and basically just plunging right forward at the enemy, going for their weak spots, and maybe by the grace of God you'll get out, but a lot of the time it just doesn't seem to work out. If you remember the Roland Emmerich film Independence Day, there's a particularly famous scene at the end. I won't spoil it for you, even though if you've never seen that movie at this point, it's like, come on. But anyway, point is, yeah, it's not realistic, but also go away. Anyway, that aside. Okay, so I think I'm fairly happy with the way this is looking, so I'm actually going to go ahead and just extrude. What do we want here? I think extrude along normals is what we're going to want. Yep, that is it. That's the one. Okay, so that means about there. Alright. So it's definitely a lot more. You can at least tell it's a cockpit now, but also it's like a pretty big structural weakness. Unless they're like in a grab suit already, which they probably are, because there's no gravity in the damn thing. Too small, can't waste all that mass. You know what? We're just gonna grid up the whole face. So just to make sure we do it right, we're gonna go ahead and bevel all that, and say bevel it now. Very good. Okay. And then just make sure we got that width right. It's gonna be a little fatter, I think. A little wider. Yeah. Okay. Extrude that. Just to above there. Yeah. Alright. That's what I'm looking for. Alright, just to get ahead of ourselves here, we'll just go ahead and assign this a material slot. Just so I can be like, hey, guess what? Already got the frame set up. Okay, so we'll probably use this color here for like additional detailing, like maybe like anywhere there's like sort of sharp points, that's where we have a slightly brighter edge. Yeah, I like that idea. I guess that's what we'll do. Oh god, we have to address that. That's not great. No, the separate polygon at least, so that'll be fine. I hope. If it won't be fine, please feel free to warn me. Or don't, if it's funnier. Okay, then we just want to say, where's the view settings? There should be a way to like, oh, here it is, okay. Say that'll be, We'll just go ahead and make it that color for now. Say sign. Okay. All right. Actually, you know what? And while we're thinking about it, let's just go ahead and mark out the glass. Glass. Call it detailing. Call this one hole. Okay. All right. Okay. Just so we make sure we have a separation here. Oh, did we not assign that? Yeah, we did. I guess we didn't. Now versus later. Now versus later. There we go. Okay. That's why we do colors. Just make sure we have everything assigned properly. Okay. Cool. Well, I like the way that's coming along. And while we're at it, let's just kind of, just to give us something to kind of look at here. That's a lie. Good old PG&E messing around with us again. Good old Pacific Gas and Electric. Man, you really wish the GOP would be more self-aware, but whatever. Masterclass, what a bad word. Gonna say detailing. Actually isn't a bad idea to do a paint pattern like that. All right. Well, I don't think that's too bad of an area to do that. All right, let's fill this in here. This is depressing me. We're gonna put in missile pods. So to do that, man, I always try to avoid this part as long as I can, but just gotta bite the bullet sometime, bucko. Let's go and turn that off. Subdivide. No encons, please. We're skittish. Okay. Well, we got some more geometry to work with now, so good thing, bad thing. Hopefully good thing. All right. So we got to bulk up this area here. So maybe we need to take this whole area and just sort of raise it up. Praise and raise, praise and raise. I want to praise and raise him. Well, at least this area. Long blood saints. Our president sounds like a Tim Heidecker sketch. Blood. Nobody shot. This dude is on something, I swear. Alright. Not too bad looking. Okay. There's one of my trademark spaceship sounds. It's what I use when I'm creating things. I gotta figure it out somehow. Yeah, it's not gonna work. Cool. Well, what's the best way to do this? I had a guess. But I am guessing. No triangles. Don't want triangles. Oop, gotta fix that. That don't look good. It's not gonna cut it. It's not gonna work. Let's see, we gotta smooth that out. Less organic. Lapsillion. So what exactly does this do? The lambda factor. Yeah, I don't know what that does. I'm scared of it. I'll learn that eventually. Not tonight. Oh, I don't know. Okay, well, it does that. So that's nice. It's nice to have that. I need to straighten that out though. Okay, you know what? This is what we'll do. Take that, inset that, extrude that in. Okay. Say. Okay, folks, I need to move a box real quick. I'm going to be right back. In the meantime, enjoy this quick intro thing. Now we're back. Okay, sorry about that. I keep forgetting that microphone mute button exists. Like I was mentioning earlier, it's going to be real awkward for the first 15 minutes of this stream for somebody who jumps in. Oh well. All right, let's continue. Okay. So we got this area here. So what we're gonna do? What do we do here? Subdivide it? No, we don't want to subdivide it. So if I want like multiple, I guess. These aren't extrusions, are they? You know what? I think I might know something, or I know of something that I need to learn. And by learn, I mean I need to do some research on it. But I think I might have a future solution for what's going on in there. Okay. Well, it definitely, it's not the final paint job by any means, but all right. Well, we have a cockpit now. So we'll eventually go back and we'll smooth that out. And we'll probably do some more subdivision of surfaces here. And there's something I need to do to sort of figure out hard surface modeling a little more on shapes like this. But that's okay. I'll read that stuff on my own. I won't make you guys watch my research process too. So let's actually go ahead and step back over to this other little guy that we started last night. So nothing really here now. So I'm thinking what this can be is like a drone sort of starfighter. So I'm thinking like, these, human piloted fighters will sort of fly around with these like, 3 or 4 drone wingmen. And they can assign them to go off and be like, all right, let's go shoot, let's go distract the enemy over here. Can't get super inventive with these. Almost make it basically a flying missile. Too bad. Yeah, if it was human piloted, that'd be alright. You know what? Just because it doesn't look silly with those big engines. Those can be smaller, I think. Bip. Alright. Cool. Bip. Looks like 2 bananas. Alright, well that's okay. We'll just kind of keep plugging away here. Slim that down, I think. Well, this does give us the option to do some sort of more unconventional things in terms of the way it looks. So, and by unconventional, I mean not like a ooh, it looks like it could fly in atmosphere. I mean, look, let's just go balls to the walls. Like this thing cannot. No. going to keep it even because that looked dumb. We'll try to forget about that moment. Try to erase it from our mind's eye. Kind of funky. But we're just keeping in mind it don't gotta be aerodynamic. It's not gonna do any miracles. It needs to be fast, it needs to be maneuverable. That's all that matters. Is space. There we go. Right, we gotta be honest about that one. So let's just be like, alright, we're just gonna bring it right on over here. Alright. Alright, well, since there's not really any worry about is the pilot gonna be okay? We gotta worry about him because he's not there. There is no pilot. It's AI. God, I'll never forget that song. I think it's by the Zombies, Time of the Season for Love. I used to play at Orchard. Back when it was a hardware store. It was a hardware store that I used to work at. It was my first job. And that song used to play every closing shift I worked, which was, pretty much all the weekdays. Kind of where I dropped out of school, come to think of it. It was just like, I'm so tired from working as a cashier. This sucks. Other kids were just like, dude, bro, I'm so burnt from all these things. I'm just like, yeah, I have resilience. I don't know. Anyway, point of it was, it happened. Nothing we can do about that now. Yeah. So yeah, that song. I don't know. At least it's not as bad as like reggae. I fucking hate reggae. well, I don't know. Like I think there was this one time when I was working at the Starbucks, and the music thing broke, and I had to listen to this same reggae playlist for I think 6 months before somebody from corporate was like, "Oh yeah, it's broken. We should get you a new one." And it was just like it was one of those like sort of subtle sort of cruelties where it's like, yeah, it's not really that bad, but it's also like, really, like you're cool with this? That's fine to you? All right, sick. Thanks for the compassion. You know, whatever. Such is life. Ooh, there we go. Slope that back. Wow, looks real fast. Keeping this pretty low poly so far. I'm pretty happy with that, which is good. No, just for fun, let's see what happens if we would add wings. I am totally not going to do this, by the way. Like, permanently. Well, actually. I don't know. Actually, I gotta admit, I'm kind of enjoying that shape. Actually, I know the wings are pointless, but you know what? Let's put missiles under them eventually. We'll come back with like some missiles that'll either make separately or purchase from a local establishment where they sell goods and services for 3D assets. Um, yeah, I'm kind of digging that. A little skinnier. It's not that it needs to be aerodynamic, but it needs to look good. That's really the concern. Mm-hmm. Okay. So I kind of like the way we have that extrusion there. That's kind of fun. Don't need to be aerodynamic. Just looks cool. Alright, so these will definitely be engines. We'll come back for the detailing on that. Okay. All right. Now it's kind of lower, but yeah, it looks silly. Hmm. Okay. That actually looks interesting. All right, so maybe let's make these wings a little less. I don't know, but that almost looks like it might be cool for something manned. I don't know. All right, so I don't know if wings or engines is the proper nomenclature, but let's just call them the pylons. Well, these are the pylons, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, engineer friends. Okay, so that looks good. Pretty happy with that. Okay. Oh, that's kind of cool. All right, let's do some seams and some edges. Okay. Okay. Yeah, well, that also gives us kind of an excuse to put in some pretty hefty machine guns or rail cannons. I don't know, big, big fighter guns. That thing. All right, maybe make that a little wider. Well, all right. That needs to be less knife-like. I mean, cool as that is, it's like, not quite. These are engine outputs anyway, so. Plus, we don't want it too Trekky looking. It's great for Star Trek, not for what we're doing. Okay. You know what? Um, the other two. Okay, that's kind of funky looking here. Okay, you know what? Let's try this push and pull. Can we do that for edges? No. Well, we can do it for vertices. Okay, so let's try it out. Okay, so just like that, and then there we go. All right, I kind of dig it. In case you're joining us, welcome. Currently modeling a drone fighter. It's getting along there. We're in very early stages. So you guys are going to watch the whole thing start to finish, whether you like it or not. Oh, hey, Preston. Preston Miller is here. Wonderful friend of mine. Hello, Preston. Great to see you here. I kind of want to do that towards the front too. Although I don't know, maybe guns instead. No, you know what? I think I'm gonna do any projectile weapons. I think are gonna be affixed towards the main fuselage, just because you want your center of fire to. Well, Adam, you know the science, so you can explain for anybody who wants to know more. But Um, basically, putting this projectile firing weapon along the center axis of the ship will result in greater stability, unless I'm mistaken. So, Adam, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. Anyway, that's the ethos behind that. Alright, so we're just going to kind of rinse and repeat here. So, do that. Make sure those are together. That looks good. And just kind of pop that guy in there. How did I do that? That's the problem sometimes is I don't quite remember what movement I made to get a certain effect. Oh, that was it. Okay, so just kind of, well, no, because I still needed it. Oh, duh. Okay. Well, we can do that. We can do that. We can do that. There we go. Okay, that's kind of more what I was looking for. All right. So if we look at that relative position-wise. Gonna rotate that in. I'm just kind of. That's the sound the rotation tool makes. There we go. Okay. All right. Yeah, I kind of dig it. So that way it can like back up super quick, just reverse in the opposite direction, as you know would imply. What are you gonna do? Go forward, backwards, really quick? All right, inset that, and then let's do individual again. Ooh, that's gonna be uneven. What can we do to make that even? Offset even? No. Well, if we check that on, there we go. Ooh, that's still gonna be a little off. Fuck it, who cares? Okay. I think it needs to be a little smaller, actually. Yeah, probably. Extrude, y-axis. Alright, that seems reasonable. Alright, well, while we're noodling around in there, let's just go ahead and mark those as seams so that doesn't bite us in the butt later. Fly. Oh, Mr. President. Alright. Okay. Alright, so just to make sure that shape gets retained there, I am going to go ahead and mark the... I really should have just been like, oh, let's just mark everything, but whatever. We can work backwards too. Alright, you know what? That wasn't a bad idea, actually. Oop. Oop. So you got them all. Oh, missed one. Okay. Let's just go ahead and make sure them boys are sharp. Make sure those are seams. Alright, so now those are set up. And actually, we'll just go ahead and do one step further, and we'll go ahead and just mark these insides as engine materials. So that way we can hit the ground running once we get our materials going. I'm gonna hit the ground running. It's a Brill Callahan song. Smog, as he's also known. Engine glow. We're probably going to do this sort of pale white that Eric helped me figure out here. So that'll be cool. Sort of the realistic propane burner look. But it looks pretty good with like the sort of gray metal texture and then the kind of orange flashing that's on the human ships. So yeah, it'll be nice. It'll be a cool little thing. Let's go ahead and mark that as okay. So that's what the marked is all smooth. And it's okay. So what we need to do is change it to auto smooth. There we go. And that should give us a little more control over what gets smoothed and what doesn't. So for now, just for our sake, we'll find a kind of happy medium. That looks okay. I like that sort of punch up. Oh, I was just singing your praises there, Eric, of Futon Dream Productions. Shit. Okay, we're gonna deviate real quick, but I feel this is worth pointing out. So I was trying to figure out the sort of human engine color scheme the other day on the Utah class cruiser here, which it is coming along. I still need to teach myself how to do a symmetrical UV map. Sorry, if I talk in like that, does that work better? Sorry guys, I'm still not quite sure what's going on with the sounds. I'm pretty much maxed out here. It's not sure. Well, hold on. Am I sounding a little more loud now? Gormus. Is that better? Okay, we're going up to, well, you guys aren't hearing this in real time anyway. Okay, I'm at 6 dB. Is that doing anything for anyone? I'm already amped up. And if I talk right into it, like, then you can hear me, but it's like I want to be able to move around. Okay, I'm peaking at like, okay, that's like negative 12 dB. So just let me know if you guys can't hear me. I'll repeat what I'm saying. All right, yeah. So Utah is definitely coming along. You know what sucks is I had these decals working the other day, and I'm not quite sure what happened. They all went kind of blue. I need to just sit down and deal with this. But in any case, what we want to look at here is this engine color. This sort of blue-white sort of thing. That was a Bluetooth earpiece. Perfect. That way I can have business discussions on the fly. Yeah, exactly. David Leavahart, good man. That David Leavahart. Actually, you know what? While we're here, I wonder if we can just grab that material real quick. Copy data path. Would that do something? Well, I don't know. I'll have to look at material export here because I really do like the way that this turns out, especially with the engine like sort of cowling texture like that. I think it's worth a look. And actually, real quick, I did want to try something out here. And we're going to pray that my system doesn't crash right now. Because what I'm going to try to do is... What am I going to try to do? just like, oh yeah, dude, I was going to do that. No, we're going to apply a displacement map. Or displacement output map, I should say. So... Please don't crash. Everybody sing the Please Don't Crash song with me. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. Please, if you crash, it's not going to be great. Okay, we didn't crash. It feels a lot slower. God, that's going to take forever to render when I get to final. But, these aren't like great to look at up close, but like, there is a difference. Like if I remove that displacement map. Well, sort of, because the normals are still providing some lighting influence, but I don't know. We'll do some test renders. We'll see what occurs. But getting ahead of ourselves here. Okay, let's let's jump back to our drone fighter here. All right, so he's coming along. Okay, yeah. So what we did was we applied auto smooth, and so that's given these these faces a smoothing, but we are still retaining the areas where it's been marked as sharp, and also anything greater than 32 degrees, I believe, like here. So, yeah. All right. I don't know. Okay. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm kind of liking the way the shape has gone so far here. Yeah. Like, I don't know, I could see like a whole just swarm of these suckers just like meow. That's the sound it would make. So I think what we'll end up having to do here is we're going to go ahead and have to build some missiles on our own. And we're just going to like plop some bigger ones under the wings and take advantage of the whole, like, you know, there's no drag or aerodynamics to worry about. And that'll look nice. Oh, let's just go ahead and mark those as sharp along the wing. I don't know if these are wings. We'll call them wings just for sake of clarity here. But these weird flappy structures, whatever they might be called, I'm just going to go ahead and make sure those are marked as sharp, so that way when it runs auto smooth, it will still be distinct. Okay. So those aren't quite even. Okay. All right, let's see if we can, using our tools, all right, so that's fine. Let's just give those little corners, or that corner at least, mark as sharp. Hello, I'm Marcus Sharp. There we go. That produces the desired effect. Okay, so if we want to do like a gun, you know, let's take advantage of the fact that this thing doesn't need to have a cockpit. So what we'll do is we'll just run this main gun just friggin' right down the center here. So that way we can sort of explain it as a rail cannon, which is cool and space-like. I don't know. That and it's like lasers are kind of silly. We're going for a bit of realism here, if that makes sense. Like, you know, there is still faster than light travel and, you know, the aliens and all that, but you know, we want to make it seem like it's something that, like, you could, you know, get up and touch the thing and, you know, see it flying around. Something that you'd expect to see, essentially. Okay, so we've made that a little more apparent as the 4. A little skinnier there. Skinnier here, maybe? No, I don't like that as much. Maybe that. There we go. All right. Yeah, okay, I dig it. I dig that. All right, and then what we'll also do, just for good measure, is just mark this out as sharp. Yeah, all right. I'd buy that for $1. All right. And then get that. Okay. Okay, yeah, that's nice actually. So maybe we'll clear that out. Yeah, okay. A little more swoopy, but you know what? I feel like that works. Kind of looks like that Muto from Godzilla. You know the one where it attacks San Francisco, but it's actually filmed in Vancouver. That's what annoys me about the movie. Being from the San Francisco Bay Area, I have a very innate knowledge of, of the San Francisco Bay Area. So seeing these Vancouver locations being portrayed as San Francisco locations is really disconcerting to me. I think the most disconcerting thing was seeing the BART logo. For those who are unaware, BART is the local, it stands for Bay Area Rapid Transit. It's a really fancy way to say subway. Let's see here. BART logo, Godzilla. Yeah, okay. I'll never forget this. Jesus, look at this bullshit. Yeah, dude, totally. Yeah, this is how that works. I'm gonna pop this up for you guys real quick here. Yeah, that's totally the logo, right? Oh yeah, BART, Bay Area Rapid Transit in blue. So that's the BART logo, and that's the Muni logo. And that's what the fine graphic designers over at I forget what studio in Vancouver, but this is what they decided was fit for us. I really disagree strongly with the decision to do the logo like this. I think they could have afforded to drop a few dollars, but maybe BART just wanted too much money. Like my town, my county has been paying for an extension to our city for the last 40 years, and still hasn't received one. So yeah, that's why it is what it is around here. Anyway, so before we go and start a revolution or something crazy, let's just go ahead and chill out and just sort of figure out what we're doing. Okay, so I think this is gonna need to get like subdivided a little further here. So you know what, just to sort of give ourselves a heads up, let's just do the quick modifier subdivision surface. And let's just do it as simple so it's not as curvy. So now this is just breaking it into individual faces. Like if you do the count, what was that? Catmull Kark. Basically, this is where it sort of does like the NURBS surface, as it were. Yeah, Blart, exactly. Paul Fart, Marskop. Okay. I mean, that's great for like the Bedalgan sort of alien shape. Yeah, you know what? Also, we're just gonna go ahead and save that for the record. I'm just gonna sneak that in there. Sorry, important things. Whoopsie. Yep, I would waste your time with this. Here we go. Okay. Well, now that we have that there as a constant reminder to us, brought to you by Fake Bart. Blart. Okay. Anyway, so we've just done a quick, simple subdivision modifier on this. And that's actually looking like where I need it to be. So let's just see what happens if we sort of clear the sharpness. You know what? Let's try it like that. Hope you guys are enjoying the Blart logo there. Okay, so that's getting... Bart Smart. Great beat poetry going on in the comments right now. I'm really, really so inspired by all this. You know, it's important just to look at it and just be like, yeah, it doesn't look too weird. Alright, so I think we need to do some beveling here. Bevel, bevel, bevel. Bevel, bevel, bevel. Sounds like, what song is that? E-blast me if you know what that song is. It's not Happy Birthday, is it? I don't think it is. Unless it's a Chili's birthday bonanza. God. It's like designed to torture people. I bet they were just like, hey, you know what? You can take your boss here when it's his birthday, and you can embarrass him in front of God and everyone. And you can't get fired for it because you were trying to help him celebrate. You know what? I bet that's the real reason behind birthday songs at restaurants. It's designed to make your boss feel bad. Don't make your boss feel weird. Your boss is a boy, just like you. I want to meet that. Yeah, no. Alright. Bevel weight. Alright. Well, I don't know. We really have to apply it to see how the geometry is going to totally be affected, but you know. Well. Nicholas McMillan, boy genius is here. Great to see you, Nick. Hope San Francisco is doing okay as we approach here Wednesday in the Situation Room. Okay. So this is kind of an interesting thing here. Juice is in town. The juice is loose. Boy genius. Yes. Yes, Nicholas, you are the boy genius. What, you want to be a boy? You want to be a minor, can't drive? Just a little boy. By the way, I hear the new Swan song is out today. Or new Swans album. Yeah, that's it. There's a new Swans album. One of the tracks is called Sunfucker. I didn't say that too loud because I don't want to offend people. Yeah, you know, we definitely can't live on the sun. That's a known fact. You can't live on the sun. But you know, according to the folks over at Swans, you can do other things. Other things can happen. On any given night, anything can happen. There we go. Wait, I need... But, there we go. I have to, like, approve your comments just because I don't know. Basically, I needed a security net in case anybody was like, hey, I want to say racist things. You know, I don't want to deal with that. So, that's why that's there. You're welcome. Sip, sip your trip. Just pushing vertices around, boys. That's the problem with going around with no plan. It's like, you can't go super duper quick because you're just like, I need to imagine this. But like with me, it's like I'm pretty okay at drawing. I'm pretty okay at mechanical stuff. I cannot, for the life of me, draw non-alien beings of any kind. So humans are off my book. Can't. Not that I don't want to do it, but it's just like I just don't. I don't have the time or energy to deal with it. So, that's why we have other means. At some point here, I'm probably going to start doing some sculpting in here for some organic shapes. We're going to do some creature sculpts. So that'll be fun, and that'll be a good time. But I need to get okay enough of that so you guys don't have to just watch me like with one page of the manual open and like the other part of me saying, well, I don't know if this is how you do it. Fuck. Life. Okay. It's not a subdivision layer. Looks like it's getting there. Kind of like how that's happening. I think it needs to get marked out though. I went down to the football game. I went down to the football game. Okay. All right. Well, I'm liking how we're looking so far. So just to kind of give us something to sort of look at here, just to sort of help visualize things. We're just going to just apply some quick materials to this just to sort of break out some shapes and just sort of help us plan ahead here and, figure out what we're going to do next. So just go ahead and make sure everything's sort of buttoned up. Just going to slide that in. Check both sides. Yep. Looks okay. Yep. Yeah. There's like a dagger fish or something like that. Okay. Let's do some colors here. All right. Let's see. So I believe we already have something assigned. Nope, I guess not. Wait. Hello? No, I didn't assign anything. Okay. Well, that's all right. Because that'll give us the chance to do it. Cool. All right. Assign that to that and that. And yeah, we'll probably go back and grab that, material pattern from the Utah class, but that's okay. This is just for our purposes right now, just to kind of see what we're doing here. So just so we get the full effect, we'll go into look dev, and I believe this is using Eevee as a renderer. Most of the final stuff is going to be in cycles, just because that, is amazing. Surprisingly, like you'd think, like with Blender, it's like okay, it's free. How great can it be? But Cycles is actually a really good render engine. Is it RenderMan? Is it an industry standard? No. But, that's why you have RenderMan. Yeah. For what I'm doing, it seems to work pretty well. So, pretty happy with it. Clearer. And I wanted to clear the edge. Screwed that right up. Okay. Well, let's get some colors up in here. So we'll just say that's kind of like a bluish there. And then we'll go ahead and do some emission. So that way we're generating light. Okay, and then just to kind of give ourselves a base to sort of start from here, let's go ahead and take this guy to like a kind of gunmetal gray. Good old principled BSDF shader. All right, so we'll say metallic. And that's going to be way too shiny. But we do need this to be metal. Some metal, but it's going to be painted metal. Okay, so Specular. Like if we take down our roughness, then it's like, oh hey look, there's our HDRI map of trees and stuff. I feel like I gotta find like a space background HDRI map just because like that would give me everything I need generally. Kind of looks like that. I don't know if you guys ever saw that movie Flight of the Navigator. I did not myself, but it was one of those first like CGI spaceships, and it kind of looked like this, to be honest, the way that's looking there. But that's not what we're doing. We're not making some weirdo CGI movie from the 90s. All right, let's go ahead and rough it up. So if we bring the roughness all the way up, then we're just like not having any real sort of reflection. So we'll bring that down. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Yeah, many HDRIs. And I've seen some space ones. Gonna see if I can find a good free one. If I can, I don't know. I don't want to pay for things if I don't have to, but also, you know, I don't mind rewarding good work. Oh, well, thank you, Futon Dream Productions. You're a wonderful human being. I will make great use of those. I'll be sure to save my assets or share my assets with you as well, as I continue generating more. Okay, well, all right. So I'm kind of liking. We do want to do that. So I think where we want to add our color, like our sort of flashing in here. And again, I don't know if this is the right way to do it. I'm pretty sure doing a texture paint is the proper way to deal with it, but just to assign this as different material, what I'm going to do is do a quick loop cut there. I'm going to do one here. And go ahead, just do that. Hey, thanks for subscribing, Nick. Okay. So we'll do that, and then we're just gonna go ahead and add a new material slot. We're gonna say new, and we're gonna call it livery. And then we're just going to do the orangey color that I'm associating with the human ships. Wait, did I not assign that? I guess I didn't. All right, important step. You do need to assign the material that you wish to assign the material to. Okay. Very good. Assign. Okay, that's the boy. All right. Ooh, CGO and AK. I'm loving all of this. So at some point I'm going to come back and we're going to mount a railgun in here somewhere, I think. But you know what? Okay, yeah. So just not to screw with that any more than we have to. Yeah, we'll do some kind of livery here, and then just kind of while we're at it, just take advantage of the opportunity to shift some vectors around. No, not quite. Process of elimination. Sometimes the only way to deal with the thing is to look at it and then be like, yeah, I don't like it. Pro tip from Nicholas McMillan: don't use isopropyl alcohol to clean your print bed while it's heated and then stand over it. Confirmed. I haven't done that exact thing before, but I've done something similar, and it's not great usually. I don't recommend it. Well. Okay, we'll do that. Okay, and then assign that to our livery material. Oop. That's like cool shit. Why do I have to... You know what? I'm just going to turn this thing off. This censoring thing. BS. And here we are in America. Can't even have your friends say shit on YouTube. Okay. I kind of like the way that looks there. That's Eevee. Just for kicks, let's just look at this in cycles. Oop, and then let's switch that to GPU, and hopefully my system won't crash. Not that I think it's going to, but I don't know. I've been surprised before. Okay. So you can actually see there the emission shaders are producing light on their own. There are ways to go in and, you know, blow that up, obviously. But for now, it does give us kind of a quick look at what the shape of the thing is, and also sort of the way that we could use color to break up the pattern and make it look more distinct. Actually, and just for kicks, why not? Let's go ahead and give ourselves a good background here. So we're going to go ahead and just do this in the shader nodes because I like pain. And then we'll go ahead and go to world. Okay, and then I gotta go to Finder to find this, just because the search doesn't really seem to work as well here. I have an 8K map of the Milky Way, so we're going to use that. Okay, so that's not how you import that. So it needs to be environment texture. That's right. So can I just assign it? Cool. Sweets, do that, do this, and drum roll, please. Oh, and then you switch to cycles. There we go. Okay. So I think what we'll need to do, and rather what I need to figure out, is figure out how to animate these thrusters up front on or off, depending on if I need them. I could just get away with leaving them in the default sort of off position, and leave these guys on sort of full time. Just because, like, I don't know, I feel like if you're looking at the thing come at you here, let's go back to, let's get that a little more blown up for you guys. Let's go ahead and take these guys down. If we look at it here, like, it's definitely got a distinct sort of shape. So I think what I'm going to want to do here is detailing is going to start to be the thing to need to do. And actually, just so we get a better look, let's just go ahead and change that light to a sun type. Do the sunlight. Okay. Whoop. And we'll take that down to 10. Okay, yeah, there we go. So, like, if we look at it in space now, now it's like, okay, here's our shape. You can't quite see it. We will need to play with the lighting when we get to final render stages here for preview. Just because I want to make sure that everything gets, like, sort of QC'd before I export the model and use it in future animations, which will be even more dope than this. Personally, that's really why I'm putting myself through all this pain, is to, like, just make the animations. But yeah, no, it's been a good process so far. I've been learning more now than I ever have, so happy to just kind of keep on learning. Okay, anything else I can think of right now? I don't know. I think that's about it for right now. Let's just make sure these pylons are marked out as seams. Just because we're going to probably add a different material here, like a gray sort of thing, to sort of, give that just some distinction. Okay, there we go. All right. Well, I think that's okay for now. So at some point we are going to go back and subdivide this a little more. And actually, you know what? Let's just go crazy. What happens if we turn it up to 4? Huh, interesting. Kind of like the render's breaking a little bit here. That or, I don't know, maybe there's like a annotation stuck on there. But okay. Cool. All right. All right, guys. Well, it's been a fun, how long have I been doing? Holy crap. I've been doing this for about 2 hours. Sorry again if you kind of jumped in at the beginning there and heard me on mute for a good 20 minutes. We'll probably see if we can cut around that when we put this up on the channel here just for the sake of it. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go for now. This has been Brett Smiley reporting from my grandmother's living room here in beautiful Livermore, California. Yeah, so to play us out, I'm going to go ahead and do our classic marathon theme here. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great rest of your night, and we'll see you next time.